This is the karaoke player I am going to use. It's a Sanjin brand model KOD-8H hard disk drive karaoke system. It is a dual screen karaoke player with a touchscreen as the primary display and TV or projector as the secondary display. I bought this player without a hard disk drive, so I'm going to put a 2TB Seagate drive and manually install the software that came with the player. It also supports a tablet running Android to control the player and a digital songbook at the same time. So this is not a MIDI-based karaoke player. It supports different video formats up to 1080p resolution, and the contents can be downloaded from the internet, make your own video karaoke, or capture from other karaoke players. It supports 2 internal hard disk drives up to 10 terabytes of storage. So there are a lot of songs can be stored with a maximum of 999,999 video karaokes and MP3 songs. These are the specs of the player. As you can see here, there's a lot, but I mentioned already most of them. Okay, I'm going to unpack the box and let's see what's inside. There's a foam on top and the player and another foam at the bottom. Let's just put this aside. There's a plastic bag that has the manual in English, but of course it's a Chinese brand. We expect the English with a lot of shortcuts. Also came with a RCA audio and video cable and a USB type A, type B that will connect to the computer, and the remote control. Did not come with a battery, and this is the player. Power button. There are 2 USBs. That's the infrared sensor. There are 2 mic inputs and separate mic volume, echo control, and tone control, the push buttons, numeric, And at the back, we have a switch for HDMI and AV analog. There's a coin connector. That's a touchscreen connector. These are the RCA audio and video. It got also an optical. This is the monitor VGA for the touchscreen. There's an HDMI, a LAN, but this LAN I think doesn't connect to the internet. There's a mouse USB port, and then the PC USB, and of course your power IEC connector. It says here the model at the back. It's KOD only, professional karaoke on demand, but it's on the front that it says KOD-8H. By the way, this karaoke player, if you buy 100 pieces, the company will put your logo or your what name you want on your company. So this is an OEM player. At the bottom, we have the hard disk drive tray. I'm going to initialize my 2 terabyte hard disk drive using is as partition manager. It shows here disk 2 is still unallocated, so I have to create a partition. Since my karaoke player Sanjin KOD-8H is using FAT32, so I have to set to FAT32. Okay, now I have to format the hard disk drive as FAT32. Okay, execute the operation and apply. Finish, and it says here now drive E FAT32. If we confirm that on our file manager, this is local disk E, properties, and it says FAT32 2 terabytes. I'm going to put now the 2 terabyte Seagate hard disk drive. We just initialized to 2 terabytes. Removing this hard disk drive tray. That's the tray. See, It supports 2 internal hard disk drives. So it's going that side, the connector. The primary hard disk drive is the red one, and the secondary is the purple one. You see, there are 2 SATA power cables. Yeah. Put back the screws. There, ready to install the software and the contents. Let's see what's inside this karaoke player. So we have to open the top cover. This is a very good casing. It's solid metal with aluminum front panel. It's a bit heavy. There are 4 more screws at the back. Right. That's the inside, and you see there is the hard disk drive we just installed before. We just fix the cables. There is the primary, secondary, the CPU, and the power supply. That's the mic preamp and the PCB on the panel. This mic preamp is the same with, I think, it's a 2399, the same they use with the Karaoke brand in the Philippines. That is the main board. This is the power supply, and this is the mic board.
Now we are going to download our karaoke user content in YouTube. I'm going to paste my address or the URL of the karaoke site. So we are going to download this song, Leave It Up, Jennifer Lopez featuring Pitbull, and the software I'm using to download my video clips in the internet is Wondershare Uniconverter. It got a built-in downloader, so what I do is just copy the address and paste it to my downloader. I'm just going to download one clip and just wait till it's finished. It's analyzing the file. That should be very quick to download 670, almost 80 megabyte of video clip. There, it's finished. So exit this and let's have a look my download folder. These are all the karaoke I downloaded from the internet. As you can see, there is a double space, a separator for the song number, the title, and the artist. I don't want that. I'm going to replace the double spaces to a dash. So the program to rename this files, I use a utility called bulk renamer. With this, I can rename the files very quick. So we're going to check our directory, the English songs. According to here, there are about 5,000 songs to rename. So to do that, I have to replace space with space dash space. As you can see here now, the green one is the one that is to be renamed. This is the original with the space. Now it will be replaced with dash. So song number, title, and artist, and hit rename. Okay, so it's done. 4,588 files. And if we check now our folder, see, they are all renamed now, which is easier for me now to organize and put it in my karaoke player, the KOD-8 from Sanjin. I'm going to install the software for the KOD to add new songs. It's called Code Tool Program. Next. Install. That's done. So it's now here on my desktop, the code tool. I'm going to set up now the hard disk to store the additional songs. So to do this, I have to connect the KOD to my computer, and I have to set the USB mode to on. Once that's open, the computer now can see the hard disk drive of the player. Before I can add the contents of the player, I have to copy all the supplementary files of the software to the hard disk. These are the files that came with the player from the company. So I have to copy them to my new hard disk drive. It's 98% and almost finished. And 100%. Now the supplementary files are all copied to the karaoke player hard disk drive, and we can now start adding the songs. If we explore the hard disk drive of the karaoke player, the folder songs, there is a 000 folder, and it contains already 531 songs. And if you notice here, number 1 is allocated to the player system, so that is reserved. These karaoke songs are all original footage that came from the company. That's why I added them here. And any song under the 000 folder they are played randomly when none is reserved or queued to sing. It's automatic. It will select from the files here to play in random. Alright, I'll start adding my user content, and to do that is to run this KOD tool. I have to connect the player, and it analyzes the list of files already inside the machine. As you can see, they have the title and the artist and the numbers up to 000536. I'm going to add the Filipino songs by batch adding them, but I want the song numbering starts at 1000. I have to put language others because there's no Filipino on the list, and the genre is pop. Because these are not multiplex karaokes, I have to choose number 3 from the list, and now select the path. So it's there on the Filipino songs. They are MP4 files. So if example, I will select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages. Open. So these are the one now to be added on the list. Add. And so checking the last number is now 001149. And the last one I added is the Angeline Quinto. Nag-iisang between. So if I add another batch, so it's now starting at 1150 automatically. Still the same language, pop, and number 3, song path, MP4 files. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have to select that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10 pages. Open. Here they are. The last number should be now 1299. Add. And it should be there now. They are not yet added on the hard disk. It's just showing up on the database. So if I exit this file or save the song, yes, and now it's creating the album, which means it's now copying the individual files to my hard disk drive. You notice here that they are the file names before with this artist dash title, but when they are moved or copied to my hard disk drive, it will be the song number already. As you can see here now, it's copying one by one the files. Depending how many files you have selected, that will be the time to copy them to the hard disk drive. Since the KOD is only using a USB 2 port, so it's not that fast to transfer the files. Just wait till all of them are copied. Okay, it's now finished. Save success.
I'm going to restart the player and see if the saved songs are already there and working. Alright, the player is working properly. Since the player doesn't have any queued songs yet, it will automatically play those, as I said before, the original footage karaokes. And now if we try to go to the artist and select only the first letter of the name, like for example Angeline Quinto, so she is there. And if I select for example this song, Hanggang Kailan Kita Mamahalin, now it will play that song. You can queue all the songs you want also, and then you just press next if you don't if you want to skip. You can also repeat the song if you want, like that. I have to mute the audio because of copyright, and I'll just give a sample of the songs with audio in a different video. So if I go to another artist, for example Roel Cortez, or I will just check if by title, if a song by Roel Cortez, for example Iniibig Kita, which is the Iniibig Kita, and it will play when you press next. So it's really working, and I have to put more songs, add them when I have more that I download from the internet. As you can see, this player now is mimicking the Platinum Karaoke. All the songs I put there are all from Platinum.
I just use the touchscreen as the demo for the full screen video. But if you want a full screen all the time, just connect a big television or HDMI display like a projector, and whatever you are doing on the touch screen you cannot see on the big screen, so you are free to navigate and you cannot disturb the singer when they are singing, and you are queuing the songs, browsing the database, and anything that you try to look at the player's menu. So that's it, and next time I will show another video for a karaoke related topic, and thank you for watching.